Welcome to your masterclass on a cyclical, paleo-keto, low-carbohydrate lifestyle, which is just what you need to achieve optimal health, both mentally and physically. And this lifestyle will teach your body how to become a fat-burning animal, otherwise known as fat-adapted, metabolically flexible, or being in nutritional ketosis. And when you are fat-adapted, your body starts burning fat for fuel instead of carbohydrates. But why cyclical? Because the body does need some carbohydrates, so having them occasionally is also good for you. But initially you need to teach your body to burn fat, and yes, your body needs to learn to burn fat because it has been burning available glucose for so long that it has forgotten how to. When we consume too many carbohydrates, they're broken down in our gut into glucose, which passes into our bloodstream to be taken to the cells of our body for energy. Too much glucose in our blood is toxic, and so our pancreas is instructed to release a hormone called insulin to shuttle glucose out of the blood and into our liver and muscles. We then experience a blood glucose dip, which makes us feel tired and hungry, or hangry as some call it, reducing our energy levels and increasing our cravings. Insulin also switches off fat burning, and hence why it is called the fat storing hormone. So if we are constantly eating carbs, producing insulin and switching off fat burning, then weight loss, if that is what we are trying to achieve, can become a real challenge. Using fat as our predominant source of energy has many benefits. The health of your gut will improve, your cravings for food and coffee will subside, you will have more energy which will be sustained all day, so you can say goodbye to energy dips. Weight loss will be a natural side effect, and you will be able to keep it off for the long term. So what is gut health and why is it so important? The bacteria, fungi, viruses and parasites which live in our gut and on our skin are called our microbiome, a natural ecosystem totally cultivated by you. At least 90 trillion of them. That is 1,500 times more humans than there are on the planet, all squashed into your belly. And what is interesting is that we only have 10 trillion human cells in our body, which means by cell count, we are only 10% human. The job of the microbiome is to break down foodstuffs for us and also to cleanse and maintain the integrity of the gut wall. Our gut stretches from our mouth to our anus and comprises of our esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and rectum. Our stomach empties into our small intestine, which in a healthy gut should be relatively sterile, with few bacteria, and this is where the majority of our digestion takes place. Leftover undigested foodstuffs like indigestible fibre pass from our small intestine into our large intestine, and this is where our friendly bacteria live. Our microbiome, fermenting undigested fibre, breaking it down into fats which are absorbed and are also used to fuel our cells. However, it is important to understand that our gut doesn't just digest foods, it has a huge impact on practically every system in our body. For example, our gut nervous system is called the enteric nervous system and is the largest system outside of the brain and spinal cord, and it makes a vast number of our neurotransmitters. These are chemical messengers which enable our body to function optimally. One such neurotransmitter is serotonin. You may have heard of this as our happy molecule, 90% of which is made in our gut. So if our gut is unhealthy, we will not be getting enough useful neurotransmitters such as serotonin. Then there is our gut, or enteric endocrine system, which is the largest endocrine organ, making the majority of our hormones. Hormones, as you may well be aware, are similar to neurotransmitters, as they are also chemical messengers which enable our body to function optimally. So if our gut is unhealthy, our production of hormones will also be affected. And then there is our immune system, 80% of which is housed in the gut, making the gut hugely responsible for our immune health. Triggering of the immune system in the gut results in inflammatory molecules being released. And once these get into our bloodstream, they can go anywhere in the body, resulting in inflammation in our joints and our organs, including our brain. Essentially, it is because of these three important systems that I focus on the need to have a healthy gut in order to function at our optimal best. If our gut is suboptimal, then we will experience symptoms somewhere in the body, be it caused neurologically because of the enteric nervous system, hormonally because of the enteric endocrine system, or inflammatorily because our gut houses 80% of our immune cells. Our gut becomes suboptimal when there are too many toxins in our diet, and these toxins can cause the immune system to be activated. There are many dietary toxins, but one of the major ones that when eaten in large quantities can be very inflammatory in the gut, and that is glucose. We now know that glucose is produced in excess when we eat too many carbohydrates. Not only is too much glucose toxic in the bloodstream, it is also toxic to the gut. Too much glucose in the small intestine causes sugar-feasting microbes to migrate from our large intestine to our small intestine. And these sugar-feasting microbes should not reside here, as the small intestine should be relatively sterile. But if sugar-feasting microbes are present, they delightfully dine on the glucose present, and all of our vitamins and minerals, for that matter, increasing in size and number, fermenting the glucose present and releasing nasty toxins causing bloating, cramps, and other digestive disorders. Sadly, in the Western world, as a result of eating a predominantly carbohydrate-rich diet, we have managed to damage our microbiome and our gut, and now we are experiencing an exponential increase in 21st century chronic conditions. These conditions are all on the rise and are now being called NCDs, non-contagious diseases, and are, through scientific analysis, being linked to damage to our microbiome. Now we know that we may only be 10% human, as 90% of the cells of our body are microbes, but we still have around 10 trillion human cells that need looking after. Within every cell of our body, apart from our blood cells, we have bacteria-like structures called mitochondria. And these are responsible for the production of energy. They are called the powerhouses of our cells, and they make energy by producing adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. And ATP is energy currency for us to utilise throughout our body. Some cells in our body have lots of mitochondria. For example, a liver cell can have up to 2,000, a heart cell up to 10,000, and a brain cell up to 2 million mitochondria. For our mitochondria to produce ATP, they need fuel. And they can get this in the form of glucose from the breakdown of carbohydrates, or in the form of ketones from the breakdown of fats. The best fuel for our mitochondria is ketones, and one of the main reasons is because when our cells burn ketones for fuel, far fewer free radicals are produced than when we burn glucose. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can rampage around the body, causing disease. In addition to producing less free radicals, our mitochondria work much better burning ketones, as they are able to increase energy levels in a stable, long-burning, efficient and steady way. And once fat adapted, you'll be able to lose weight and maintain your weight loss too. Yes, I know, this is where our brains sometimes have a bit of a wobble. What, eating a higher fat diet helps us to lose fat? I know it goes against everything that we've been told for the last 50 years. Since the 1970s, we've been told to eat less and move more, and obesity and diabetes continue to rise. This advice obviously has not worked. And it will never work, because just reducing your calories may help you lose weight over a short period of time. But it is unsustainable because calorie restriction is a miserable life to live. We now know that increasing your fats and reducing your carbs results in reduced insulin production, reduced cravings, and increased fat burning, period. So, how do you know when you have become a fat burning animal? Well, when you are in nutritional ketosis, you are fat adapted, metabolically flexible, fat burning animal, and many positive things will occur, including you will start to feel more energized. Your energy will be sustained all day long. You will stop obsessing about food. Your mental clarity will improve. You will feel calmer. Your digestive system will settle. Your sleep quality will improve. And your skin will clear up. I know, it sounds like a great place to be, but from experience, I guarantee that you will need some help getting there. That is where I come in. Instead of muddling through on your own, reach out to me, a seasoned professional, to help you become fat adapted and to maintain it. To do this, I have developed a 28-day educational and practical nutritional and lifestyle program. You will be pleased to know that during this program, you will not be relying on willpower or restricted eating, which is painfully boring, difficult to stick to, and has been proven to be ineffective. If you love delicious food, including chocolate, coffee, and the occasional glass of wine, and a flexible eating plan, then you will enjoy this program. The 28-day program is designed to convert you into a fat-burning animal, showing you why and how you should be eating a diet which is high in fat, high in fibre, moderate in protein, and low in carbohydrate. This diet is not only satiating, but satisfying and energising. The program guides you through making subtle changes to your current diet, moving you onto more healthier options. And throughout the 28 days, I'll be in touch with you every day to ensure you make the necessary changes to your diet and lifestyle, holding you accountable to achieve optimum health, which is your ultimate physical and emotional well-being. At the end of the program, we meet again to determine the way forward. It is here that we discuss how and when to introduce more carbohydrates back into your diet. You see, we do need to have some carbohydrates. It is just which type and when we should consume them that is important. This maintenance program going forward is very personal and will depend on your unique requirements and lifestyle. Your age, sex, activity levels will all affect how many carbs you should be eating and when you should be eating them. So, if you want to become a fat-burning animal, you need to get in touch with me and book yourself a free initial telephone consultation so we can discuss your needs and I can determine if the program is appropriate for you. You can schedule your phone call now by clicking on the link below. Don't waste another moment. Reclaim your health now. Just click the link below. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to working with you.